Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Tuesday morning. Got a big show lineup, a special guest here in the studio. But first, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 7 and 7. We're looking at a high today of 90, a low of 79, and the water temperature is getting cool now. It's dropped from 86 back to 85, so it's still really warm out there. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemeteries. We're looking at this morning a high tide at 6:08 and low tide at 7:33, but the problem is we just have neap tides all week long, so just not a lot going on there. The river readings are steady. I'm going to show those this morning. Just really steady river readings. Not a lot going on in either system in the bay or on the rivers there. So a lot of things sort of, I wouldn't use the word stagnant, but they're just not moving a lot this next couple of days. Okay. Marine forecast be south at 5 to 10. Let's talk about the moon. We didn't get to talk about it yesterday. We're about today, 1 week from today now, will be the full moon of July. So keep that in mind. We're waxing right now. Things are starting to pop up. So we're going to go ahead and this weekend now should be some really good fishing with that full moon coming on next Tuesday. Okay? Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome our special guest this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Becca Nelson, a Public Information Director for the FWC. She's a pretty version of Stan Kirkland. Stan going to be coming on later on, but we're going to move forward. So what's going on with you?
Just staying busy. Been on for about a year and a half now, a little over that. It'll be 2 years in December. So
You're kidding.
It has flown by.
You're now a true veteran.
I think so. Not as much as Stan was, but
How are you liking your job?
I'm loving it.
You
Always
ready?
something new, and I love that
That's what
about
I was going to say.
it.
Always doing something different, aren't you?
Always something different. It's never the same.
Well, I keep up with you. I see on TV every now and then when something happens, either good or bad. You're going to be.
Absolutely.
You got to step forward.
I feel like most of the time it's bad. Boating accidents, you'll see me on there, but
Yeah. Well, we got some good stuff going on with the department. So tell us, let's sort of fill in. I know we started back recently. I ran into you at a scallop meeting and all kinds of things going on with the scallops, and they are going to have a season.
a short season.
Yeah, real short.
Very conservative. It's going to run from August 22nd to September 5th. So it's going to be very conservative. They've made a lot of changes, but there will be a short season.
We're going to sort of keep you informed on that, and then on the Bears, they decided not to have a season.
Right, it's been postponed for the 2016
No,
season.
you at that meeting?
I was at
Okay.
the meeting at East
I was
Point.
going to try to make it. Some things came up. I understand it was a pretty good crowd there.
There was a good crowd. It was a very lengthy meeting. I don't think we ended until about 8:30 that first night.
No kidding.
So it was a long meeting.
I bet some of y'all thought y'all had a revival or camp meeting in the summertime.
Thought about just staying the night and getting up and being there the next morning for the next day of the meeting.
You had to come back here and then go back?
No, I stayed over
okay,
there.
I was going to say, man.
Yeah, it was long.
So what else is going on their lines?
We have a saltwater fishing clinic coming up for women, and I think that's really important to mention. That's going to be July 23rd out at the state park. So,
Okay.
yeah, really getting women and children interested in fish and wildlife, and I think that's very
What are some
important.
of the things they'll be doing there? Just casting and.
There's cast netting. There's going to be knot tying, rod and reel rigging. So there's lots of different things, not just fishing.
Okay.
We will provide the bait and the gear, but we do say, if you have your own gear, to bring that too and learn about that. So that's going to be a really awesome thing coming
On
up.
July 23rd.
July 23rd.
Now, do they need to register ahead of time or show up? How do they need to do
Yeah,
this?
you can register ahead of time. You can find that on our website, myfwc.com.
Now, you're going to be there.
I'm actually not going to be there. I'm going to be out of town that day, but.
Okay, I've got like 2 or 3 places to be there on that day. Some of the things happening outdoors now.
It's been very busy, but I love that.
I
I love that there's
know.
always something going on.
I know.
That's an awesome thing.
Well, tell us about your fishing lately. Have you done any fishing?
Not as much as I wish. I went this weekend actually. Caught a lot of fish, just didn't keep a lot of fish.
What did you
But
catch, an amberjack?
Amberjack. Caught a bunch of amberjack.
Last couple of trips, we went out, we caught a bunch of amberjack. All of a sudden, they just showed up.
I think they did. I don't
Yeah,
know where they
honestly.
came from, but they showed
And
up.
we always had a little shortage of them. They were about to jump in the boat.
They
They're
were-
fun.
they
Aren't they
pretty
fun
much
to
were.
catch?
hard to catch, but fun to catch.
Were you getting tired?
Well, we don't have to say that. Well, okay, yes, I was getting a little tired.
Now tell the folks, who do you usually fish with?
I normally go with my sister, my brother-in-law, and his family.
Okay.
They've got a pretty big boat, so we go out.
What size boat do they have?
They have a 32-foot yellowfin.
So that's big room right there.
A lot of room.
That's a comfortable boat.
It was very comfortable.
That makes a lot of difference. We go on a little 25-foot. We go way on a little 25-foot Grady White. That thing just sometimes beats us to death.
Well, it still gets the work done.
I know it. I know it. Did y'all catch any other amberjack? What else y'all catch?
Snapper. We did. We caught some snapper and some amberjack. Mostly that was it.
Yeah. How deep water y'all get into?
That was about a little over 90 feet.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all.
And it was a pretty weekend, wasn't it?
It was a gorgeous weekend. Yeah.
And the water this time of year, isn't it so clear? Was it clear with y'all?
It was. I love it. It's so clear. Heading out through the pass, you see it on both sides. It's crystal clear.
Did y'all see many people out there? Was there a lot of other boats?
There were quite a few boats, especially coming back in, around in the afternoon. You just pile of them near Shell
Where do they come from?
I don't know.
I'm serious. There's not that many people that live here. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, though, that we have so many people recreating and getting outdoors.
We talk
awesome.
about we talk about that boating accidents and all, Becca, and it's just inevitable with this many people. You're going to have some boating accidents on occasion.
Exactly.
And I know we lead the nation. Of course, we're going to always lead the nation in boating accidents because of the coastline we have.
Mm-hmm. And the majority of Floridians and registered boats that we have in the state.
Yeah, we have more than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, with all that being said, when you go there on the weekend, look and see all those boats over at Destin and St. Andrew Bay and Cape San Blas, St. Joe Bay, and Apalachicola, you think about all the boats out there, and we just don't have very many in comparison to, say, automobile.
Yeah.
Is that how y'all look at it? Or?
I know that they look at it where we have, as many officers as we can out there trying to protect the waterways, but, they educate people when they do their stops about paying attention to navigational rules. It's really important.
It's been my experience, and I've been doing a long time, and a lot of you old timers that watch this show, to me, the biggest, of course, alcohol is the biggest contributor, but the next biggest thing is speed. People are just going so fast on boats.
Absolutely. Especially, through Grand Lagoon, through the pass. Yeah. It's kind of hard to watch out for your surroundings when you're going that fast. Yeah. So just bring it down, slow down.
And you miss out. A lot of times when you put that throttle down, you're missing out a lot.
You sure do.
You go on boats a lot, and just take your time.
Yeah.
I know we go out on Seminole Wind sometimes. Old Billy, he don't put a hammer down. We just cruise out there. And we're going to get out there and catch a lot of fish. And
you'll get out there eventually. Just enjoy the ride.
So speed is just a huge factor in boating accidents. And I really think it started, honestly, with our bass fishing buddies and starting those tournaments years ago when we started having those bass tournaments, and they started getting, they had to get to point A, that spot there, when the gun went off, and they had to fly. And they would take off, and they bass fishermen, I got a lot of good friends that bass fish, they still got this mentality, they got to get there fast on the river, and you don't. I keep telling them, slow down.
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad that you tell them that, though.
That is so true, because, and I laugh, my dad used to get so angry when I was a little kid. We'd be in the Apalachicola River system, and we'd be over there on the edge, brim fishing or cat fishing, and a big old boat would come by, and it caused those waves. Back in those days, I know you're way too young to remember, back in those days, people had a courtesy, and I wish people would see us fishing, and they would slow down. This is in the Apalachicola River system now. They would slow down so they wouldn't make a wake. That's something you do it now. They think something wrong in your boat.
Yeah, and you'll see that occasionally. Whenever I'm on a boat, we do that, or give them enough space.
That's called courtesy. Yeah,
absolutely.
And we do that still. But it was fascinating back then. Everybody did it. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. A couple of pictures here. I want to say a special good morning to this young lady here I met not too long ago. This is Ariella at Home Depot, okay? Good morning. She works really hard. She's so helpful, always smiling. I told her I was going to put her on Panhandle Outdoors. She said she didn't know what it was, and everybody working around her, and everybody knew about Panhandle Outdoors but her. So she's got
She's going to know now that she's on it.
Yeah, now she'll know, okay? And but speaking of pictures, so good morning, sweet girl, and works hard and very helpful. Those folks are really helpful to us down there. And I'm doing a lot of honeydews. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, speaking of good pictures, you sent us one about, you went turkey hunting.
I did.
Check this out right here, folks. Tell us, this is a great picture. Tell us about it.
That was actually the first bird I've ever killed.
No kidding.
Yep, that was my first turkey.
What a great picture. That's a framer right there.
It
Tell
is.
us about it. Where'd you go?
That was in Gulf County, right there in the beginning of April, and it was actually an afternoon hunt.
Really? That's unusual.
And so, but it was amazing. Got to see him strut all the way across the field and come up to me. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Now, who all did you go with?
I actually went with my boss.
Oh, Steve? Did he call him in?
He did.
All right.
Because I had never done it before,
Yeah.
so he did. I'd been a few times before that, but hadn't been successful until then.
Did y'all weigh it? How much did it weigh?
I don't even remember.
It probably
Yeah.
looked like about 18 pounder there.
We
so
could probably just say
you-
it was bigger than that.
It's probably about 40 pounder probably.
Exactly.
It'll get bigger next year too. But you got a picture of it. So how long did it take to come in?
About 30 minutes.
Oh man,
Just
now, that's
across.
that's 30 minutes of excitement, isn't it?
Yeah, I was really nervous the entire time, but with just watching it was amazing.
You know,
just back and forth across the
We
field.
talk about these young people on video games and doing all that stuff, but if they would actually watch a turkey and listen to turkey and all, there's no comparison.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's something that I actually want to start doing and eventually maybe do by myself, call in my own bird.
No
but
kidding.
got to keep practicing for that, of course.
You gotta let us know when you do that, because I want a video of that.
I sure will.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
All right, what else? You got some more stuff?
Yeah, we have, the state season for snapper just closed this past weekend,
Okay.
but that's going to open back up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in September and October and Labor Day. So we'll still have some fishing opportunities in the fall with that.
We talk about that fall fishing. It's always so much fun, fall fishing. The one thing, the fish, they've been eating all summer and they're bigger. And they're healthy, and the water temperature is cooled off a little bit, but most importantly, the air temperature is cooling off.
Exactly.
And fall fishing is excellent in fresh water or salt water. We're talking about that a lot too.
Yeah, and that's not something that I've really done too much of. So you may, obviously be more experienced than I am, but it's something that I'd like to get into. So Hopefully this fall I'll
if
get
they're
out
gonna
there.
let you off on weekends, it sounds like they're keeping you working every weekend.
I do. I work a lot of
Sign up,
Saturdays.
but you tell them you gotta. But
I got to go fishing. I can't.
So you get some time off during the week if you work on weekends, so you can sort of flex time and all that.
Exactly. Which is good.
Honestly, I'm learning this too already as a retired person. The weeks, and I have a lot of retired outdoor friends, and they'll do their stuff during the week, and on weekends they'll stay home.
That's probably smart because everybody else is out there on weekends.
It makes a lot of sense. The river, the boat. You look at the boat ramp. That's a great barometer of what's going on. Saltwater or
Absolutely.
freshwater boat ramp. Just go by there on a Saturday. Go by there on a Wednesday morning. And I'm gonna be one of those Wednesday morning guys.
So you can do that now that you're
I can
retired.
start. I'm gonna start doing that. We're gonna talk about that and all the things I have planned. So I
very good.
got to get out there and run by your office and see everybody out there. I want everybody to see all the folks that work out there that you work with you and all.
Quite a few people at the regional office, so definitely
Yeah.
come out.
I tried to do that one time with Stan, but I went there and Stan had left. He'd gone somewhere else. So I talked to the secretary. She was so sweet, so nice. And I'm gonna do that again this summer and come out and visit everybody.
That'll be good.
We got any kind of meetings coming up anytime soon? Or?
We have actually a meeting tonight and tomorrow night. Those are in Franklin County
Okay.
for our critical wildlife areas. So that's been brought up at the last commission meeting. There's about 3 in Franklin County that we're working to get proposal for. So we're going to have public workshops tonight and tomorrow night in Franklin County for
so
those.
in essence, what are they trying to do?
To protect mostly shorebirds.
Okay.
The snowy plovers,
The nesting areas. And
the
all?
nesting areas, to make sure that they can, the birds can be there, be comfortable, and not get stressed out and leave, and then their eggs are worried about, for predation and things of that nature.
We've made a lot of progress over the years in protecting them. At one time, we ignored them and all, but there's been a lot of progress made. It looks like, you go over the causeway at St. George Island. and
Exactly.
you got-
That's one of the ones that we have.
Is
and that's-
Okay.
There's going to be a meeting about that. That one's tomorrow night in East Point.
Those birds, I get tickled of those birds.
They're funny to watch.
They have their own personality. I mean,
They really do.
if you stop your car, I've done this before. You stop the car, just take some pictures, and if they don't like you being around, they're going to fly around and sort of dive down at you. and what they're doing is protecting their nesting area.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's really important that we protect those areas and you know, give those birds and those chicks a chance.
You can get some good. You want to get a kid to have fun. Keep them in the car, but let them drive up there and see all the birds come in and out and all. That's a scenic tour right there.
And it makes for great photography as
It
well.
does. Are you going to take a lot of pictures now?
I am, yeah. That's one thing that I love. I love taking pictures, especially of birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Well, where do you go? Where's some places you go?
A lot of times I'll go to the state park. There's great opportunities for pictures there. I mean, the deer that you can see, if you just ride through, you can get quite a few pictures from that.
It's amazing. I get different viewers that send us pictures at the state park, and yesterday I had some taken of some deer out there, and deer are so beautiful this time of year with their brown summer coat and all, and you get the sunlight just right. It's gorgeous.
There's great opportunities for pictures there.
And that's something we talk about, all the different, this outdoor show is not just about hunting and fishing, it's all those things that people do in Panhandle.
Exactly, wildlife viewing, not just hunting and fishing.
Viewing is a very, very important part of it. Yeah. All right, we're going to take our final break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Today we're Becca Nelson. So glad to have her. Always got a big smile on her face. She got an outdoor background. Tell us about your outdoor background, about your dad. What does he do?
He works for the agency as well. He's been on for 25 years. So
is he getting ready to retire, or is he going to go?
He doesn't have. I don't think he can retire. He's so busy always. He has to stay busy.
That's wonderful. Okay, let's do our fishing game time first, okay? Before we get back with Becca, part two about barbecue shrimp marinade sauce. I told you yesterday about how good we had over July 4th cookout. Our times today, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., right on the nose, and this evening from 7:21 to 9:21, okay? And don't forget to tell your folks out of town and all, they can always watch Panhandle Outdoors on YouTube. Jeff puts it on YouTube every morning about 9 o'clock, and we'll get some good viewers and good comments from those folks there too. Also, I got a couple more pictures. Let me show this picture here. This is my buddy Gene McGuire, just graduated, okay? He sent me these pictures. Let me show you. He sent this picture first, okay? He and Dad were out and catching some mackerel. And I said, well, Gene, send me, I text him back. I text him back right here somewhere. Let's see, right in the blue. I said, hey, nice, Gene. Next one, send. You get in the picture. Stay cool because it's hot. So he's in the picture now. There's Gene right there. And good student, good young man, and he's going to do good things. I know his family real well, grandparents and all. So good job, Gene McGuire. All right. Now, have you been out and caught any king mackerel or anything lately?
I haven't.
I
haven't caught any king mackerel.
Late summer and early fall, they're going to be they're healthy. And we're going to talk about some mackerel fishing tomorrow and all.
That'll be good.
Okay, so
we need to get into that then.
You did mention what you've been doing though is taking some good wildlife photography and all. Tell us about and your camera and some of the things you do. Some tips on outdoor photography.
So I've had a Canon, but moving in, I'm actually getting a Nikon coming up. So I found that I really enjoy taking pictures with those. So, you know, just having a good lens. It doesn't have to be a perfect lens, but being able to get close enough and having a lens that has a good zoom on it, you can get some fantastic pictures.
I was at I know one thing, you have to take a lot of pictures on you to get that good one. Do you click away a lot?
I do. I probably take too many, but then you find that those few that are perfect.
They're priceless. I was at a wedding this past weekend. Emily McCormick, who had been on the show, is one of my outdoor students and married one high school sweetheart. And I was watching, and the photographer was also from the class, Amber Gray, and I bet she took 9,000 pictures that day. But I know,
probably.
I'm thinking to myself, a couple of those going to be those classic pictures that you save for a lifetime.
Exactly.
And it's the same way in outdoors, isn't it?
It's better to have more pictures to sort through, and then you'll find those few that are perfect pictures.
I personally don't have the patience to be a good photographer, but I'm serious. Now, Gail, we hadn't done it lately, but in the early years of our marriage, she took some fantastic pictures, and hopefully she gets back to it. When I retire and I'm fishing in front of the boat, she'll probably be clicking away. But one thing I noticed in the patience she had, and just taking your time, and just really taking your time and getting that angle and all right.
Absolutely, and it teaches you patience too. Just sitting there, maybe you should try it.
Yeah, no, okay, I'm too old to try that. I'm too old to get patience. But anyway, the time of day, what time of day do you like to do it?
In the early afternoon. I love taking pictures of sunset as well.
Yeah.
You can get some wonderful pictures from that too. So, but really any time, early morning for photography, late afternoon. When it's not so hot, especially.
Yeah, and also the good photographers I've talked to, and we've had some good ones out here. They're the same way. They want to take it that sun at that right angle and all, right in the middle of the day and all. You got the shadows and all that.
Early morning, later in the day, you have really good lighting too. So it's
okay.
makes for good pictures.
My biggest problem is doing an outdoor show is, of course, I have the movie camera. You're doing charades, but I have Jeff sees it and Gail sees it because she edits my film. But I can't be still. I mean, there's so much action going on. But now I've noticed a lot of these outdoor shows, they're intentionally doing that. So I'm, move here fast and move here real fast, and so I've been doing it naturally.
Well, when there's always something going on, you kind of you have to be quick at it.
Yeah.
So.
And it really cuts in. I take a small camera, really keep in my pocket and on offshore trips because I've already lost about 3 since I've been doing the show.
Oh, that's
overboard or I'm serious.
I can't say that that's ever happened to me.
Well, do you use a stand?
I have one, but I'm pretty steady when I hold a camera.
You like prop up or something?
I kind of hold it against me, like right there.
That?
So, kind of like bring it in, keep it steady.
Well, do us a favor now. Once you get every now and then you get some good pictures, send them in to us.
Absolutely.
We'll put them on the show. That would encourage.
I'd love to do that.
Encourage some other people to do it. Now we sort of going into late summer. We're right here midsummer, really July, and then we got August and then September be here. And as an agency, I know we push boating safety and all, but now we're sort of going to be getting out of that because we started going into hunting season pretty good. We're doing some hunting safety courses. I'm sure will be coming up.
So we have a lot of them. We still have them over the summer, not as many. We have a few courses in July. The ones in Bay County fill up pretty quickly, which I love that.
Yeah.
So we'll have some in Jefferson and Escambia that can still be registered for, but we have them all listed online at myfwc.com/hunter safety.
I enjoy going to that website. It's well done. It's just a plethora of information.
There is.
It really is.
It's a great deal of information.
It's made me an expert, and a lot of times if you're not on something, I can get information and pass it on to people too. So.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna start wrapping things up. You did a good job.
Well, thank you.
You got to work today?
I sure do. On to the next thing after.
What you got to do today?
Just catching up. I'm leaving to go to those meetings in Carabel, the one tonight. So
okay,
that's tonight at 6:30 to 8:30.
Okay, and it's open to the public.
It is.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Becca.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you next month or two.
All right. Sounds good.
Folks, always we appreciate your viewership. Always make sure you do something good for your fellow man. You have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.